Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River. Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Marshall Thundering Herd. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tigers offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of...
Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number 1 on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Across the 25, he's got room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Memphis!
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Marshall's offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm, can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Boley. Got a man, it's Martin. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. All right, guys, let's chat for a minute about Marshall. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman gives a verbal commitment last week, and you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools, and this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Makes the catch at the 30. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the yoke. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0. There he goes! And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Memphis!
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Unleashes one. Pulls it in, it's Williams. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. This one's complete.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot, and that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Marshall! It's a much-needed line from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Miami is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Canes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. It'll be 3rd and long. Back back to pass. It's Chambers. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Memphis will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to impose their will with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And with that last carry, he hits a C-note. 100 yards already.
He's been patient, and he's been waiting for those blocks to set up, and then he's been bursting through the hole. He's really showing you a little bit of everything, and by the way, it's still the first half.
Caught near the sticks. It's Henry. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. The official says no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Caught near the sticks. It's Stevens. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. So first down here as they go back to work. How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Marshall with a fresh set of downs as we open the 2nd period. To the air, it's Bowling. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it, floating down toward the earth. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Looking downfield, it's Chambers. Using his legs to buy some time. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. And they haven't got the outing they had hoped for from this junior quarterback. They came into this one believing that they could make explosive plays in the passing game, but they haven't taken care of the football, and they haven't done much up top.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a second and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll go to the ground. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He gets it past the chains, and it'll be a first down for Marshall.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? Troy's always trying to find that thing.
Marshall now lines up trying to convert on third and short. To give to the big fullback. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Chambers. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Pulls it in, it's Henry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. And this junior signal caller has hardly been at his best. And when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the passing game. It has cost them on the scoreboard. They'll have to come from behind and then look to get something going here. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Boley. Got his man down the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Marshall will be forced to punt. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Hauls it in at the 40. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Got it behind the line. It's Bell. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Rushes on him. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you dive and make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and the defense took advantage of it.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Boley. Dumps it to the back. Connection to the right. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, Hurd! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. If you want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really I think for them it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
There he goes. The 30. He's at the touchdown, Memphis. He got a step and just dusted the field.
QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Makes it past the marker. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking downfield, it's Boley. Here comes the heat. Got his man downfield. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. Catch in the middle. It's Stevens. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Stevens. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And that is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll take the deep shot. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Memphis about to put it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and
And that defense gets to it, and down he goes at the 9.
in the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking for a man, it's Boley. Makes a connection. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. They'll give it to the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Quarterback on the keeper. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Touchdown, Thundering Herd! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Chambers. Just a short pass to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Using the quick game. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Henry. Oh, he's got some space. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Chambers. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Jukes his way for more. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? The Thundering Herd faces a 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got rid of it just in time. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Breaks into the open. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
Just what they had hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Handoff to the fullback.
And they're kind of going to their closer now, right? Like they give it to the physical guy that gets downhill, north-south, right away, hard to tackle, falls forward, paving holes, and this is a good opportunity for this offense to keep pounding and try to run that clock out.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give and tick, 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 tick. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Well, 2 things you're thinking about here offensively is, 1, you want to take as much time off the clock. But 2, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. there. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Marshall takes over the ball, and the thundering herd offense coming out. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarter,
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Wants to throw. It's Coleman. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's loose. The 20. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach, and that's going to do it.